Welcome to Desire. We luxuriate in the latest menswear collection of Louis Vuitton and rub shoulders with Hollywood's A-list. We take a drive through the past in a historic Bugatti and savor a taste of movie history. But first, it's just about everybody's dream to uncover some priceless treasure lurking amongst the bric-a-brac in a dark and dingy flea market. And that dream came true for one British holidaymaker who discovered a lost collection of Beatles memorabilia, reported to be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. The man, Fraser Claughton from Kent, was browsing at a flea market in Australia when he found a battered suitcase containing photographs, records and concert programmes. More importantly though, there was a reel-to-reel tape marked Abbey Road, not for release. Claughton's friend John Reed in the UK told him to bring the suitcase home and they would examine it more closely. Experts believe the collection is the lost Mal Evans archive, originally belonging to the Beatles' roadie and sound recordist. Evans was killed by police in Los Angeles in 1976 after he'd brandished a fake gun. The contents of the suitcase were lost during the police investigation.
I was just browsing there and I looked at it. I noticed it was sort of half open, had some pictures in it, and I just came to an agreement that I have the suitcase full of all its contents for $50 it was, which equates to about £20 sterling.
Not a bad buy.
So it's yeah. Well, I thought it was expensive at the time, but when I've came home and seen the true potential of it all, it's pretty amazing really. I'm still totally sort of dumbfounded by the whole thing.
Okay, the events were, first of all, Fraser rung me from Australia and said, "You'll never believe this, bought an old tatty case, you're into more photographs than myself, it's full of the Beatles, load of old," basically said junk. And I said, well, it's not junk, whatever happens, shut the case up, take it back into our country, we'll open it up together and have a look. When I actually opened the suitcase, I was absolutely amazed. I said, we've hit on something here which it hasn't been seen for years.
Claughton paid around £20 for the whole collection, but if it's genuine, it could be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. Reed said that when he first heard the tape, he cried. It sounded so fresh.
Still hanging about?
Yeah,
Claughton can sell the pictures as memorabilia, but he cannot reproduce them. Apple have been checking whether the reel-to-reel tape is authentic. If they are, the tourist may just have found himself a goldmine in a flea market. The Millionaire Fair has had its French debut in the Riviera resort town of Cannes in the south of France. Publishing company Girjaf Media Group launched the idea of organising the Millionaire Fair with the aim of bringing together Millionaire magazine's readers and advertisers, as well as the top names of the luxury goods industry, in an event with the theme The Luxury Lifestyle. Former James Bond girl Miss Diamond was rather taken by a child-sized Mercedes.
I have only just arrived and I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. You know, if I had a place for the car, I would buy it. Benno Lisa, president of Dutch diamond company Gassan, was at the fair to show off his company's sparkling assets.
We have the Gassan 121, what means a diamond with 121 facets. We have named it Gassan 121. It's clear it's our company together with a number of facets. And it has much more brilliancy than a normal brilliant. We have patented for the whole world, and for the moment we started with selling it on the Millionaire Fair in Amsterdam last year, and we are very successful with it. We get a lot of demands out of China and even out of America.
One of the highlights of the Cannes show was the sale of what's believed to be the world's most expensive cell phone, produced by the Swiss company Goldfish. Speaking on behalf of the company, Gregor Snip, chairman of Goldfish, was very proud of the phone.
Well, this is the Goldfish Piece Unique. It's only been made in the world 3 pieces, and this is the most expensive and exclusive cell phone in the world. The price is €1 million, and Today at 4 o'clock we have our client picking up the phone, and this will be also marked with the official certificate of the Guinness Book of Records as the most expensive cell phone ever sold in the world.
The man brave enough to part with $1.2 million for the handheld device was Russian businessman Ilgo Rustamov.
I came to receive this mobile phone, this luxury communication device, I should say, who was purchased by a friend for his wife, and I'm here on his behalf to accept this phone today. Cheers!
If diamond-encrusted mobile phones don't tickle your fancy, other luxury items on sale at this year's event included art and antiquities, and automotive and aviation products, including private jets and helicopters. Millionaire Fair is billed as the only event in the world that welcomes those who enjoy luxury in an atmosphere of wealth, glitter and glamour. One desirable item not up for grabs at the Millionaire Fair was an oak and glass table by an Italian designer, which sold for a stunning $3.8 million at Christie's in New York, doubling the previous auction record for 20th century furniture. The piece, made by Carlo Mellino in 1949, was given an estimate of just $150,000.
The total price for this piece, including our premium, was $3,842,000 US, which now currently stands as the world record for any piece of 20th century furniture, eclipsing the previous record, which was set by Christie's in 2000 of $1.8 million approximately for a Rollman desk.
Mellino was one of a handful of highly revered designers whose production was relatively limited. He made this table to be part of an exhibition, but in fact, it was never shown.
This table has a really organic sense of architecture to it, and it's almost like the skeleton of a beached whale, if you will, or it's like like the skeleton of an animal.
In response to whether any table, especially this simple Mellino, is worth almost $4 million, Holderman said there are finer points to be appreciated about the piece.
While this may appear to be a very non-complex design to an ordinary eye, one might make a comparison between this and a painting by Mondrian. It's not what you first see that looks to be complex, but actually it's everything that went into it.
The table is 29 inches high, 62 inches long and 34 inches wide. That makes it nearly $2,000 per square inch. Worn with steel-capped industrial boots and fur scarves. The slimline silhouette accented the waist and narrow-leg trousers. Born in New York, Marc J.